15 minutes in your sweet spot matters. It does. Welcome to a new morning show. It is a throwback Thursday, February the 8th, 2024, my friends. And throwback. I got a challenge. Okay, so I text a couple people. I got a yes, let me know, and one for later. So that one for later, I also take it as a yes. Optimistic Patty. So I want to do a throwback where I have possibly maybe three people do a contents, and I was thinking that the winner will get. Sorry, excuse. That's all the chocolate, the dark chocolate I put in. The winner will get a YSuperstars a mug, and so basically we'll have a few people up here sharing the screen with me, and I believe his name is DJ Cozy. He has a couple, so we will have DJ Cozy throw some music, like a few seconds. We'll do. I want to say back. It was like 5 seconds, like whatever, just short amounts of seconds that will have our participants guess what's the song. And we have our chewing weatherman. How's the chewing? Okay, he's still chewing. Very good, very good. So I'm gonna mute you. Let me know when. Well, I'll let you know when the weather. It's gonna be right after this. I'm telling people about my vision. It's a new game where people will come up and we'll have them guess what's the 90s song. So it will look something like this. I mean, Jimmy and I like completely different music back in the 90s. So it will be interesting. I'm also not was. I am also older than him, and we still have that joke. Where's that joke? That when I was in high school, he was like in 8th grade. Oh my gosh, how embarrassing. Look at him. Look how happy he is. Okay. So oh, and to clarify, we weren't going out back then. Okay, this is I'm just talking about our age difference. Okay, so it's like about 3 years. All right, so I will have this guy DJ Cozy do some of this. So we'll just do a little bit. Okay, so I will play that, and then you will stop it right there, and then the first person who gets it, like right here, is WV. I mean, the year, that's unless you're like you were like super into music, you will know the year. I think maybe that will be extra credit or something like that. But something fun like that. Well, he will play something, and obviously, I wouldn't have his picture in here. I'll just play it and we'll give him all the kudos. His name is Anthony Midas. So shout out to you. Or I could play my own, right? I could play my own. But one of the tools I want to use for this game is called Cahoots. And I got that, or I learned about Cahoots preparing for my real estate exam. Maybe playing games is not the best way for a Patty to practice for an exam. But what I did get was that it was a really cool tool. I'm sure teachers use this all the time. So everybody will have an app here. So we'll see. I'm gonna figure out how we're gonna do that. So maybe for the first round, I'll have people just shout it out, right? That's always more fun. I love chaos. I could do well in chaos. Excuse me. But anyway, that's the game. I don't think the weatherman's chewing, so we're gonna mute him. And what's the weather, man?
It is nice today in Central Florida. It is a brisk 56 degrees according to my car. It was nice this morning getting out and walking the dog. There was like a chill in the air, not enough to fog up your breath, but just enough to make you feel like, ooh, that's nice. Please get out and enjoy the nice weather. Uh, I am going to encourage Patricia to go to Central Park today and read
In
for
New
a few.
York?
Not in New York, unfortunately. No, Central
Okay.
Park in our development, because our development is a wannabe New York. And sit in the central little park area. That's why I guess why they call it Central Park, not because they're copying New York or anything. Find a gazebo, find a bench, and just sit there.
Yes, I have three things going on top of me. I don't have any appointments today. And I'm
Yay.
so grateful for that. So I do plan to sleep, but yeah, going out there sounds like a good idea. And yeah, TMI to share all the stuff that's going on. But one of them does come monthly, if I could just let you know one of those, hint hint. And what is her name again?
YSuperstars?
No, my monthly visitor.
Oh, your period demon?
Ah,
Oh,
honey.
what? Sorry.
I'm like saying monthly visitor, trying to be all discreet.
Uh,
What do you call it?
I call it Janko.
Yeah. And where did that name come from?
I don't know.
It said it actually introduced itself. My
It's
name is
there.
Jen.
Yeah. Janko.
Something like that, guys. So yeah. Okay, that sounds good. I'll tag you on the gram. Going with Poppy though, there I'm gonna do it without Poppy because she gets crazy because all that traffic on Teak and the cars out there. She hates it. But I got jokes for you. And what I am expecting from these jokes, are you ready? Is this. Can you do that? Go, 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 Patty. Go, Patty. It's your birthday. Wait, let me step into that. Oh, he's Danny. All right. Okay. All right, here we go. Are you ready? Are you ready for my jokes? Can you hear me? Oh no, I might have lost people. Mic is on. Zito, can you hear me? Oh no. Can people hear me? Can you hear me? Oh, I see. We are not able to hear each other. Uh, let's see. If you're watching a replay, let me know. Let me see. Okay. And then I'm stopping the music. My check. My mic is on. It may be a Jimmy thing. So he cannot hear me. So guys, that's okay. I'm not gonna get the boo even though I prepped him. Ah, everything's good. That's so odd. Man. All right, guys, we're gonna give it a try. Hopefully you can hear me. And for the first daddy joke, dad joke is I'm still in the one liners. Okay. If you see a crime at the Apple store, are you an eyewitness? Oh! All right. Okay. So that is my dad joke of the day. How did I do? And let's get back to um, our regular slides in here. Hopefully, Jimmy, um, either he could hear me, either, I'm sorry, he cannot hear me, or either all of you cannot hear me. Um, but it's all good. I have a way to test it out. Just go to the tube really quick. Oh, good. We'll take a minute to make sure. I think he just locked out. But yeah, we have been talking about Home Sweet Home And yeah, let's see. Let me just listen to myself for a little bit. Let's see if this is actually on. Yep, I am on. I just listened to myself. And okay, that's the show shall go on. Okay. Corners around your house to reflect, to think, to create, to draw, to recite poems, whatever tickles your pickle. That is the saying. Thank you, Claudia, sharing your spot. Thank you, Vanessa. The blog, it's a really short one, I realized. And here's some questions that blog has that just to feel in your spot, see what you notice. Yesterday we were talking about less distraction, more productivity, less things to clean. Shout out to Marie Kondo for this quote as well, because one of the things I really appreciate about this quote is that our environment, our surrounding, everything really outside of us, our environment really comes from like within, in our perspective, our glasses, our lenses, our point of views, what we're thinking. It's so true. Oh my gosh. And then I found this podcast yesterday. I listened to okay, so we're gonna be joining KW, and so I've been listening to their podcast called The Millionaire. Oh, here's Jimmy. Let's make sure. Can you hear me, Jimmy?
I can hear you. Yeah, I think it was me.
Okay, very good. So I listened to the Millionaire um podcast, and I am only able to listen to them in the morning because I realize like this high energy, I can digest that in the morning only, as in the evening my body, and it could be that I did some breath work. I attended this workshop for some breath work, and it was like solid, right? I was like feeling very centered, and where all the let's go and get it kind of podcast was like, oh my gosh. So I looked through and I was like, I'm gonna see what else is in my feed on Spotify. And I got to, I think her name is Wild something. I forget. Point being is that the message was right on point. She was like hanging out in her corner. She does like ceremonies, and I know maybe to some people it's like super woo woo and whatever. And the point was still there. Like she was talking about ceremonies, and I'm talking about sweet spots. And call it whatever you want to call it. Maybe for you, I just thought about, oh my gosh, throwback. I had a New Kids on the Block song there popped in my head. Call it whatever you want. Um, yeah, let it be yours. I call it my sweet spot because of my friend who used to say that back in the day when you listen to the record, you couldn't go like you couldn't take the whole big record player with you. You had to like stay in one spot in like one chair and immerse yourself in it. So, speaking of this lady, she talked about that, and she also talked about, and I told Jimmy this already. Do you remember what I told you last night? How she said if she's feeling that her husband is not doing the things that she's doing, she goes, first of all, and I'm not saying exactly word by word, it's none of my business. And I love that. Oh my gosh. Hold on, I had you muted. Give me that reaction one more time. So mature, so mature. I love it. Okay, put you on mute again. Just let me know, wave at me if you got something there to say, because the sound of the car is annoying a little bit in my ear. So, um, when I focus on so much of the outer world, and everything annoys me. And as I mentioned earlier, Jen goes in the house, and your body is just more sensitive to everything else. I'm very grateful for my husband, where when I do get it, he's like, "Oh, well, that explains the past 2 days," and I'm really grateful for his grace and compassion uh for it. So thank you, Jimmy. Um and letting go, uh man, it's freeing when we are not expecting other people to change because they're it's none of my business. It is none of my business. My responsibility is mine, for me to move forward. So today's theme, and we'll leave it in here. But before that, um any comments on Jenko and letting go, Zito?
Nah, sometimes you gotta just let it go,
Like
like
Frozen.
like Elsa.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Remember the other day I was feeling like really achy, and I was like, "Can we just cuddle and sing?" Wasn't that cool?
that was nice.
It was so nice, guys, singing. Because the breath work workshop or webinar I attended, just talks about like those are ways of breathing as well. It's a it's a breathing from your diaphragm, and it's really cool. So anyway, thanks for singing with me, babe. And oh, speaking of 15 minutes matter, a 2-minute rule. And I know it's funny, we do call it a rule, right? I call it like we call it a 2-minute cuddle. So that means no talking, nothing. It's like, listen, we're gonna cuddle, and oh my god, why don't you talk to me about your 2-minute cuddle, even though when you're grumpy you don't want to?
It's really more. I would say for you, kind of like your cuddles.
Really, only I get the benefits.
Yeah, you usually like if you're kind of having a mood, maybe you need either food, sleep, or cuddles.
Yeah, definitely sleep. Oh my gosh, I do love my sleep. And you get no benefits. I put the camera right close up on in here. So tell people the truth, Zito.
I mean, it's fine.
Anyway, so what did you say at the end?
What do I say at the end?
What did you say at the end? Sorry.
Oh, I don't. I said, it's nice. It's nice.
Oh, okay, I didn't hear that. So yeah, so he wants to play all hard. That's all good. That's all good. So anyway, we're talking about 15 minutes. Uh 2 minutes itself, it's magical. And I know when he's really grumpy, but he, because he loves me, he tells Alexa to count down 2 minutes just so I won't cheat out of my 2 minutes. Like what? Let's put him up again. Yeah. But and he still does it. So I'm still very grateful. All right. Anyway, so let's mute him. The little it's driving me crazy. Again, I am so much more sensitive to all these sounds. So anyway, it is 15 minutes matter. And what I have for you guys, yeah, please go to the blog. But more than anything, I mean, this is really today's challenge, and I'll do this with Jimmy's challenge with me to go to Central Park. um I'll take a book. There we go. I'll take a book, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to do a 15-minute countdown. Let's see what happens, right? It takes about 10-minute walk to Central Park. About, yeah. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do that. Give it a test because there's so much I don't know if people are seeing my neighbors walking their dogs. I'm coming up on a different time today. And but that's all good. I'm getting distracted by the neighbors walking their dog over here in the window. But I am sharing the website right now. And let's shrink this a little bit. Oh, it's not doing it. Okay. All right, my friends. few things going and not according to plan on my computer. Okay, there we go. Okay, yeah. I do want to pay attention to this because I do want to share some of the blog in here. Okay. Um, and I know that a few days ago I said, what are you grateful for? What do you appreciate? They could be some of these things that you ask people that could be annoying around Thanksgiving. But what is something you appreciate about yourself today? That's a good, legit question. What is something that you appreciate about a family member? And what is something you appreciate about your business or your career and your project? Um, I'm going to go ahead and just go through these things as Jimmy challenged me to go to our little Central Park area. I got more here in the blog, dinner conversations. Isn't that cool? Um, Jimmy and I have like either when he's cooking, I'm coming out of the office, and a lot of times I'm like catching my breath. And on Friday, we have made that commitment to have a candlelight dinner. So I know in a lot of families having dinner together Monday, 7 days a week, it's not a reality, and that's very true. That could not be a reality for many of us because there's work to do. But maybe there is one day, right? And 15 minutes, man, that could go a long way. I'm not saying go ahead and tell Alexa you're in the dinner table with your family, but just notice what can come up in those little sweet 15 minutes. So that's in the blog in there. And then I did a series, a 21 day of journal and plan with me live. As you guys know, I really love my life. So anyway, guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and take my 15 minutes in Central Park, New York. I'm kidding, Florida, and I'll take my journal and I'll answer some of those questions. Babe, I'm gonna do it. How's this, babe? I have a perfect timing because I do want to go to sleep today. I want to really rest. How about you pick me up from there? So I'll go around the time you get home, and then you'll find me in Central Park. Ooh, meet me at Central Park. Can't. Oh, wait. Sorry, I muted you. Okay, say again.
I said, that sounds nice. You gonna have flowers for me?
No, but there is a Publix that you could pick some up for me. um, I was thinking about flowers every time I go to Trader Joe's. So I don't like flowers, but I do like little pots of plants. It's
Yeah,
really nice.
not to cut you off, but I gotta go.
Oh yeah, that's all good.
All
Bye,
right.
honey.
Bye, honey. Love you.
I love you too. So there you go, folks. Nice little challenge from the husband, and put it in here. We're gonna meet at Central Park. And not expecting flowers. I'm not like, oh my gosh, flowers. I actually get happier if you give me like little potted plant, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And it could be a colorful flower or whatever in the pot, but I just like that. I like that dirt, like that base with some colors, some earthy colors in there. Guys, thanks for joining today. I'm off to a restful day. Just a few things I gotta do for a client, and then a new protocol that I'm going through in the coaching program I've mentioned before. And that's it for me, folks. And then we'll see you tomorrow. Stay tuned for I guess pictures of Central Park if you guys follow us at Instagram, which is same tag at YSuperstars. And if you are in any other social platform besides YouTube, thank you for liking this. Thank you for sharing if you have. Just thank you so much for your support. It really means to me. It makes me so happy when I hear a friend, thanks for the shout out. My heart leaps of joy of knowing that people are finding value in this show. Thank you guys. Make it a day peaceful for you. 15 minutes matter because you matter, superstars. Superstar speaking to you individually. Why superstars? Or why superstar? Because you are. I love you.